Hare Krishna, everybody, and welcome back to Facebook live stream with yours truly, Prabhupada Priya Devi Dasi. I want to continue on from yesterday's presentation. So yesterday I was talking about how a good use of this time is to reflect on ourselves as individuals and just examine our lives, examine our own attitudes and philosophies of life and behaviors to just really do an honest evaluation of ourselves and see if there's any way that we're causing harm to others, any way that we're, being a degrading influence on society in general or others who are near and dear to us, and to try to do what we can to change those. So that's where I want to pick up now, because, it can be hard to even see, our own shortcomings or our own, little dark areas of our existence, but even if we do see them, it can be extremely hard to change those things because they tend to be very, very deep parts of our mentality and our psychology that have been there for lifetimes. So then what to do? Well, fortunately, there is a process which is very powerful, especially in the present age, that works, that it's worked for myself personally, and it's worked for many other people that I know. And that process is chanting the holy names of God. So, of course, God has thousands of names in various scriptures. Some may call him Jehovah or Allah. I call him Krishna. But he also has other names, even in the Vedic tradition. Krishna is a name from the Vedic tradition, like Vishnu, like Ram. And so what I chant is called the Hare Krishna Maha-Mantra, and it goes like this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this mantra is, like I said, is extremely powerful. It starts off by addressing the energy of the Lord. So if we think of energy sources in this world, there are some very powerful energy sources in this world. We have fire, we have nuclear weapons, we have electricity, and but those are all limited. But the energy of God is unlimited. It's the most powerful thing imaginable. In fact, we can't even conceive of how powerful it is. So when we call upon the energy of God, we're calling on a source of power, which, our little, problems are nothing compared to it. It can completely obliterate them, in 1 second. So we need to tap into that power source. And we do so by saying the word Hare. That connects us to the power of God, just like plugging in the electrical cord into the socket connects it to the main source of electricity. So Hare. And then Krishna is the direct name for God, which means all attractive, because Krishna is full of wonderful qualities. I mean, just think of, your best friends or your favorite people in the world, people that you really admire, and what are the good qualities in those people that you really love, that attracts you to those people. And then if you take all the attractive qualities of all the people that you're attracted to and put them all in one person, and then magnify that by, an unlimited number, like a number that's just infinity, then you get Krishna. So Krishna is all attractive. He's inconceivably attractive. So Hare Krishna. And when we tap into the power of the Lord, and when we chant the name Krishna, then that attraction actually attracts our hearts and minds, and it draws us out of illusion. It draws us out of the things that we're otherwise attached to or attracted to, like just, material enjoyment, selfish things that we want, lust, greed, and all these things. So it just lifts us right out of all that just materialism, and it places us on a transcendental platform where we're above all the problems of life. So that's just Hare Krishna. Then, so it goes Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Then Hare Rama. So Rama is also a name for God. It's another name for Krishna. And it means the reservoir of all pleasure. So everybody is seeking happiness, and Krishna is the source of that happiness. So just like when we plug in, we get the power, we get attracted to God, and we feel transcendental pleasure. We feel a level of happiness that we can't experience through anything else. Even the highest pleasure in this world is absolutely nothing compared to the pleasure of the soul connecting to the Supreme Soul, Krishna. So Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And it's said that this mantra, which is called the Maha-Mantra, or the great mantra for deliverance, actually cleanses the heart. And it cleanses the heart of all these bad qualities, all the things that we want to get rid of, right? Like all those things that upon reevaluating yourself, you notice that, oh, maybe I'm a little selfish, or maybe I'm a little greedy, or maybe I tend to exploit people in whatever ways, financially or sexually or emotionally or whatever. And I want to change that in myself. So chanting this mantra actually opens us up to being changed. Not that we can change ourselves, but when we call out to God through these names and through accessing the power of God, then He can change those things for us very quickly, very easy. And therefore, I mean, the word mantra means to deliver the mind. Man means mind, and tra means to deliver. So when we chant this mantra, the Hare Krishna Maha-Mantra, it actually delivers us from all of our problems and all of our faults and all of our fears. There's one young woman who's a friend of mine, and she was just telling us today about how she had a difficult childhood, and in her youth she was struggling a lot with, depression, and she felt like, she was saying that, I felt like I was drowning in an ocean of just fear and anxiety, like couldn't even do anything. It was just, drowning. And she said that after chanting, meeting devotees and chanting Hare Krishna, then she feels like now she's floating. She's like floating on the surface. So I was thinking that, in order to float, if you're in a body of water, in order to keep yourself afloat, you have to keep air in your lungs. So in the same way, in order to keep ourselves afloat in this material world, we need to always keep the holy name on our lips. Keep this Hare Krishna mantra always resounding with our voice and hearing it, and that way keeping Krishna in our minds, because that's how to deliver the mind, is to think of Krishna. And the idea is that when you say the name Krishna, you think of Krishna. It's like if someone would say the name of your best friend, you would immediately think of your best friend. Like if I tell you, don't think of a pink elephant, you're going to think of a pink elephant because I just said pink elephant. So in the same way, when you say Hare Krishna, you're going to think of Krishna. And you're going to think of him as the most attractive person, because that's what it means. And when you say Hare Rama, you're going to think of Krishna as the Lord, as the source of pleasure. And that I can experience transcendental pleasure by connecting with him. So these are ways to really transform our own hearts and minds and transform our lives in an inconceivably powerful way. But not only does it help us, but it helps the whole world, because it pleases Krishna. It's not just like a self-improvement technique, but it actually pleases the Lord. And when the Lord is pleased, then he gives blessings. And when he gives blessings, he doesn't just bless the person who pleased him, he blesses everybody. It's just like, a person who's very happy. Let's say something happened in their life that made them very happy. He's all of a sudden becomes very generous and starts like being very giving, being very jolly with anybody, just with any random person. He sees a beggar on the street, he gives money to the person just because he's happy, because someone made him happy. And it doesn't matter who, of course it matters who made him happy, but he's just generous to everyone. Or you could also say that when when the sun evaporates water from the oceans and the lakes, when there's a certain quantity of water vapor in the sky, it rains. And when it rains, it doesn't just rain on the lakes and on the rivers. It rains everywhere. It rains on the stone, it rains on asphalt, it rains on desert, it rains on everywhere, even if those surfaces didn't contribute to the clouds. So that's why in ancient times, great saints and sages would perform sacrifices for the benefit of humanity. They would do these huge, Vedic yagyas, sacrifices for everyone. And so the sacrifice that's recommended in the scriptures for this age is exactly what I was just talking about, is Hari Nam Sankirtan Yagya. So Hari means the names of God. Hari means God. Nam means name. So Hari Nam means the holy names. Sankirtan means to chant those. You can chant, get together with friends and family and chant them out loud. You can sing them. There's different ways to chant. You can chant to yourself in a meditative way, like a mantra meditation, where you just recite over and over, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I myself do that for at least 2 hours every day. I've done that for the last 28 years, every single day, and it's wonderful. So I recommend doing it. Even if just for 5 minutes a day, you'll feel the difference. And then you can also do kirtan, which is loud chanting, out loud, and it's usually musical, like singing. So you can chant Hare Krishna. Wait, let me get a tune down. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So my friends downstairs are singing that tune. That's why it got my mind. So yeah, they're doing that. They're doing Harinam Sankirtan. A few people get together, they're playing musical instruments, and they're singing. You can probably hear at least the drum beat from here. So it's such a nice thing to do, and it's so uplifting. Just the other day I was feeling a little frustrated about something that I was trying to do and it wasn't working out. And I went to the temple room and my friends were there doing kirtan. They were chanting and singing and playing musical instruments. And I sat down with them and I just chanted, just got into the chanting, forgot about everything else and just absorbed myself in chanting the holy names of God. And by the end of it, I was feeling so uplifted. I was feeling like all my frustration was gone. Whatever anxiety was gone. So it really works. It works immediately. And now is the time, the present situation, the world is really anxiety-ridden. So we can chant this Maha-Mantra, the Hare Krishna mantra, to free ourselves from anxiety. And that will also help the whole world, whole human society to become free from anxiety. So please, you can chant whatever names of God you want, or you can try this Hare Krishna mantra as I've just explained. But somehow or other, just chant the holy names of God and please God and make your life better and help the whole world to be uplifted from the present anxiety. So that's my little message for today. And I thank you very much for listening. Hare Krishna.